Hello, I'm James George and this is Web Design Blog, and this week I'm going to show you how to remove an annoying notifications thing that Google has implemented. I think this affects Mac users more than PC. I don't know that PC or Windows users have a notification system like Mac does, but if you know what I'm talking about, you have the notifications that pop up to tell you that something happened. You got an email, or there's an alert, or you got a new tweet, or something like that. I turned that off. But what happened was, for some odd reason, I needed to check my email in the browser. I think I was checking my spam email or something like that. And so I went into Gmail, and all of a sudden something happened. It said, we're going to install this, and before I knew it, it was done. And so then these notifications started popping up, and they weren't silent like the notifications from your MacOSX, like from Mavericks and stuff like that. It was every time you got an email, it would bling. It would say, bling, you got this email. Bling, this is happening. Bling, you got this email. And it just absolutely drove me nuts. And I couldn't figure out, a couple of days went by, and I forgot about checking my email in the browser. And I couldn't figure out why this happened. I thought maybe this was an update inside the app or something like that. So this used to be on. I turned this off, and I was still getting them, and I literally thought I was going to lose it. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And so it turns out what happens is the Gmail has a setting. If you go into your Gmail in your browser, and you go into settings down here, if you click the gear and go into settings, and so you're on the General tab, and that's where you need to be. If you go down to the bottom, there's a desktop notifications section. And they just added this, apparently, because I'd never gotten this before. I've checked my email in my browser before, and I didn't have any problems. But this just decided to auto install inside of Firefox. I had no option to say don't install this. It just said, guess what? Mail notifications. Guess what? You're going to get a message every time you get an email. And so if you just check this button right here, if you turn notifications to off, then you will no longer get those notifications. And the reason they're so annoying is because it's not just, oh, well, you got an email. It will bling every 10 seconds until you go and check your email. And it's considered red. It will drive you absolutely bananas. So if you are experiencing that, this is how to fix it. And that's my tip for the week. I'm James George, and this is Web Design Blog.